welcome again to Smart Agro Innovation. Today, our journey has taken us to a typical maize farm where some of the youths are also working so hard to feed mankind. Let's go and see some of the activities happening or occurring on the field. People have the zeal or the enthusiasm to go into maize farming, but what entails maize farming is what today we are going to uncover for you to see what is happening in the field of agriculture. So in this case, let's go. Now this is a maize farm. You can see from all stages to a stage where you have the tassels and all those things there. Yeah. Now we can see that the farmer is really doing, is applying chemical. We don't know the kind of application he's doing, but we are going to find out more from him. I think it's weedicide application, and once we get there, the process how to even apply your herbicide or your weedicide on the field, you got to see it here right now. So on this note, without wasting much time, let's go to our dear farmer and look at how he's doing his application. Right from the classroom explanation to the field explanation of herbicide stroke weedicide application. Let's go. Yeah, so today this is a typical youth and he's into agriculture, which means that indeed the youth are really working hard to help us bridge or attain the food security that we want, basically in sub-Saharan Africa. Now, this is a maize farmer, and today we are going to ask one or two questions concerning his maize and then some of the experiences and expectations that he wants in the near future. Before we start, we are Smart Agro Innovations, and we move along to see what is actually happening on the field, especially what the youth are doing in support of agriculture. So, may we know your name?
Okay, yeah, my name is Francis. Normally people call me Castovia. Yeah. So I'm also a youth guy. I'm also into agriculture. So that is all about me.
Okay.
So my name is Francis.
All right. Now we are in a maize farm. What are some of the things? How did you start the whole thing? We want you to brief us right from land preparation to harvesting when it comes to maize. So give us that brief so that our viewers can know, if somebody wants to go into maize farming, can know the do's and don'ts. So how did you get the whole inspiration to do maize farm?
Okay, it was like it started like this. Actually, I completed school a few years ago, and then I also see that most of the youths are not into farming. So I'm also an agri student. So I decided.
Oh, okay. So sorry. It means that you are a graduate in agri, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's great. So it means that we have the requisite ideas to go, or the technical skills to go into it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for trying to this level. I think these are the people that we need to help us attain that food security that we need in Africa, especially. So let's continue.
So it started like this. During the national service, it was like there was this outbreak of disease, COVID-19.
Yeah.
So we were given some few holidays to stay back home, just to control the weather, to check on the movement of every individual. So the whole thing started. So I entered into farming. That's the general issue, farming, around 2019, 2020.
Okay.
Of which I have been into other sector, that is rice and other thing.
Okay.
So I decided, no, why don't I go into maize production? Because most of the times for rice production, I get some difficulties, like getting someone to help. And as a young guy, I don't have a wife and I don't have the capital to also high leverage. By looking at maize production with the idea that I have, even though there are some challenges, but comparably, I see that going into maize production will help me to get more
funds,
get more produce than going into other sector, because other one I'll get a problem. So it started like this, that no, I have to do it myself. So I don't know, but it's a half acre, more than 1 acre. It's a 1.2 acres.
Okay.
1.2 acres. I did it all by myself, no labor. I weeded everything all by myself. So that's the whole idea. So I needed to get money. One, even though I needed money, but that's not the whole idea. I only wanted the youth to know that
Indeed.
Farming is not about old men.
Yeah.
Or going to farming does not mean that going to school does not mean you're not going to farming. No.
I
have
see.
To also
so pause there for us. Also, he is a true radiance of youth in agriculture. What he's trying to put across is that indeed, over the years, farming had been a thing or a business for old people. That is the intuition, that's the idea that people had earlier. But today, we are seeing young people on the field also moving into agriculture so that at least we can all get food on our table at the end of the day. So, Francis, I think we'll thank you so much for the zeal. I know that most youth watching us today, after watching, they will see that they will be inspired, because most of them after school, they try as much as possible to secure jobs, white collar jobs in offices, sit in air conditioners. And if you are moving on the field producing maize and other ventures right here and there, that means that you are really helping to promote food security in the world. So that is how it is. So briefly, how is the process done after getting the land? How do you do? Maybe you sow them, the planting distance, the management, the pest and disease. Brief us on it.
So after I weeded the whole area, then it has to come to the planting. So almost the whole area was planted by myself. I just got a few laborers to support me for about 2 or 3 days, and the whole process was done by me. So I used the hybrid maize.
That's the seed.
The seed.
Okay.
I use the hybrid seed.
Okay.
That's the Obatampa.
All right.
Obatampa
it's a local
seed.
variety, right? A Ghanaian local variety.
It's a Ghanaian local variety.
Okay.
So I use Obatampa variety. I didn't actually use any other one, because I decided to replant it after harvesting this one. So the next stage will be for the abontem or anything of that sort.
So what's the planting distance?
Yeah, planting distance. Actually, I couldn't get the normal distance, so I used a 2 foot interval.
Oh, okay.
2 foot.
This normal foot.
Yeah.
Our foot.
Yeah. 2 foot.
So you just measure.
Yeah.
1.
Okay.
2.
That's 2.
Okay. So this is 2 foot.
Yeah. 2 foot.
That is within in between crops.
Yeah.
In between plants.
Yeah.
And what about this one? Or is still the same dimension?
No,
the
dimension.
roof.
It's more. That's 2.5 foot.
Oh, okay.
2.5 foot.
So it means that it is 2 foot by 2.5.
Yeah.
2 foot by 2.5.
All right. So that is how it was done. So after I planted it, normally if you could have a more rain, there will not be much infestation of diseases. That's pest diseases. So it was because of the scorching sun and other thing. The 4 army one has to come in. So once they are coming, you have to also look for other means to control them.
Control it.
Yeah. So I decided to use the hand picking method, but I saw that no, the whole area I could not be able to use the whole thing to do. So I went for bipel. That is the most chemical I normally use to control whenever there's an outbreak of disease. That's what I normally use to control.
Oh, okay, so you said this one you have about 1.2 acres.
Yeah.
So what's your expectation, the yield?
Yeah. Normally, because I have planted it in rows and other things, I'm expecting that maybe I'll be able to get about 10 bags.
Oh, okay.
10 bags of.
But is it kg?
Yeah, that's 1 bag will be able to 100 kg.
100 kg.
So that is 1,000 kg.
Okay. Then 1 ton.
Yeah, 1 ton.
Oh, I see. Hello viewers. Then this is wonderful. He is focusing to get 1 ton at the initial stage. He's just fresh. He's new in farming, but his aspiration is that he wants to get 1 ton, which is 1,000 kg from 1.2 acres at the initial stage. After that, he's going to plant again and he's going to expand production. So this is a new start, and I think you are really doing well. I believe that some of us, we should also try as much as possible, especially the youth, especially the graduates in agric, that if this energetic, handsome man is into agric, he can also be in agric and earn good money, you know. So fellow viewers, if you are watching us, Francis is really working hard in maize production. So if there is any business opportunity that maybe you can afford or you can support him to even establish as big as huge farm, then I think it will help. So if you also have the zeal, you want to go into it, but you want a person with a technical know-how, then you have nobody than Francis, so that he can really work on it at many acreages that you want. He can help you produce it, even hectares, 100 hectares or whatever. You want to go into maize and you need an in-depth idea in it, you need a farm manager or something. Francis is here for you. He has started, he's doing it small. We know that one day he will get there. And the other time, it is my prayer that by the time you visit him again, then it means that this farm has extended to this whole area, and we use that as an aspiration to motivate our able youth that indeed farming is an important thing, farming is a good thing. Without farmers, you will not get any food on our table. So that is how it is. So Francis, first of all, thank you once again for your time, and if you have anything to tell our viewers.
Okay, yeah, actually I also thank you guys for coming to take the video over here for your interview. I'm most grateful. I also support you guys for your information given out there. You are trying to improve people. You are trying to encourage people to go into farming, so that at least you also get to know what is going on in town.
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
Exactly.
You can also support us.
All right. So we'll do that. I know that our able
you guys can support me.
Our able subscribers and viewers whilst watching, I know that very soon, if somebody wants to go into maize farming or any support at all that you can use to support Francis, being a youth in a graduate, in fact a graduate in agriculture, and he did not wait to sit at the office, but he's on the field working tirelessly to provide or produce food for mankind. Then it means that it's a good thing. We thank you, and I know that this video will go a long way to motivate the youth. And should there be any assistance in financial support or anything, if you get or we get hold of such opportunities, we'll also let you know, and then we move from there. Fellow viewers, thank you once again. We want to end here. This is Francis, a maize farmer who is really doing well in the field of agriculture. He's a youth, but he's a graduate, but he didn't wait to sit at the office, but he's on the field working. That is what we want. Thank you very much. This is Smart Agro Innovation. My name is Anthony Beidou, the CEO of Smart Agro Innovation Channel. We are developing through agriculture and through smart innovative ideas. Thanks for watching.